1000 Lelby Sisters, Amy Slaton's latest surgery left her with bleeding eyes. Why? The cameras weren't rolling when it happened. That was the first thing that made fans uneasy. For years, viewers had followed Amy Slaton's journey on 1000 Lelby Sisters, watching her fight through weight struggles, emotional battles, motherhood, and the constant pressure of living life in the spotlight. She had become more than just a reality TV star. She was relatable, raw, and undeniably human. So when rumors began to swirl online about a mysterious new surgery, and even more shocking, whispers that it left her with bleeding eyes, the internet erupted into confusion, concern, and speculation. What really happened? A sudden disappearance. It started subtly. Amy, who had been fairly active on social media, suddenly went quiet. No updates, no selfies, no funny clips with her kids, no candid moments that fans had come to expect. Days turned into a week, then longer. Followers began to comment under her older posts. "Where are you, Amy? Are you okay? We miss you." At first, most assumed she was simply taking a break. After everything she'd been through, her highly publicized arrest, relationship struggles, and the constant demands of motherhood, no one would blame her for stepping away. But then something changed. A blurry photo surfaced online. The image wasn't clear, and no one could confirm its authenticity at first. It appeared to show Amy sitting in what looked like a clinic room, her face partially turned away. But what caught everyone's attention was her eyes. They looked red. Not just irritated, but intensely, alarmingly red. Some claimed there were streaks of what looked like blood pooling near the inner corners. Others argued it was just lighting or shadows. But within hours, the image spread across fan pages, forums, and gossip accounts like wildfire. "Bleeding eyes?" one headline screamed. "Did Amy's surgery go wrong?" asked another. Suddenly, concern turned into fear. As speculation grew, so did curiosity about what kind of procedure Amy might have undergone. She had been open in the past about weight loss surgery, dental work, and other health-related procedures. But this time, there had been no announcement, no build-up, no hints. Fans began piecing together clues. A comment here, a deleted story there, a friend's vague post about praying for someone strong. Praying for someone strong. Eventually, a theory emerged. Amy had undergone a corrective facial or sinus-related surgery, possibly tied to long-term health complications stemming from her past weight and medical history. But how could that lead to bleeding eyes? While the internet often jumps to extreme conclusions, some viewers took a more measured approach. A few medical professionals even chimed in online, offering possible explanations. One widely shared theory suggested that Amy may have undergone tear duct surgery, or a procedure involving the sinuses or nasal passages. These areas are closely connected to the eyes through delicate channels. In rare cases, trauma or pressure during such surgeries can lead to subconjunctival hemorrhage, burst blood vessels in the eye, blood pooling in tear ducts, temporary bleeding through the eyes, especially if drainage pathways are affected. It sounded terrifying, but it wasn't necessarily life-threatening. Still, without confirmation, the fear lingered. After nearly 2 weeks of silence, Amy finally returned. Not with a polished TV segment, not with a dramatic reveal. Just a simple video, raw, unfiltered, and unmistakably her. She sat in a dimly lit room, wearing a loose hoodie, her hair pulled back. Her eyes, though no longer visibly bleeding, were still slightly swollen, faintly red around the edges. "Hey y'all," she began, her voice softer than usual. Fans flooded the comments instantly. "I'm okay," she said, pausing as if choosing her words carefully. "I know y'all been worried, and I'm sorry I disappeared like that." She took a deep breath. "I had to get a surgery done. It wasn't planned like how I wanted it to be, but it needed to happen. Mended surgery to correct the issue." "It was supposed to be simple," Amy admitted. "But my body, it just reacts weird sometimes." According to her, complications arose during recovery. There was pressure, like real bad pressure. And then, yeah. She hesitated, visibly uncomfortable. "My eyes started bleeding a little." The internet's worst fears had some truth to them, but not in the way many had imagined. Amy clarified that it wasn't like blood was pouring from her eyes in a dramatic horror movie way. Instead, it was small amounts of blood caused by ruptured vessels and internal pressure from the procedure. It looked worse than it was, she said. Scared me, though. I ain't gonna lie. I thought something was real wrong. Doctors reassured her that it was a rare but known complication and that it would resolve with time and proper care. I just had to rest and stay off everything, she added. While the physical symptoms were temporary, the emotional impact hit harder. I've been through a lot, y'all know that, Amy said, her voice cracking slightly. But this one scared me different. Being a mother made it even more intense. I kept thinking about my kids. Like, what if something happened to me? That's all I could think about. Fans responded with overwhelming support. You're strong, Amy. Take all the time you need. We're here for you. Though Amy's sister had her own journey and challenges, she didn't stay silent. Tammy reportedly checked in on Amy during her recovery, even making a brief appearance in the background of one of Amy's updates. She was worried, Amy admitted with a small smile. She don't always show it, but she was there. For longtime fans, it was a touching reminder of their bond. Complicated, messy, but deeply rooted in love. As more details came out, the narrative began to shift. What started as shocking headlines and panic slowly transformed into understanding. Many realized how quickly misinformation can spread, and how easily a situation can be exaggerated without context. Some fans even expressed regret for jumping to conclusions. We thought the worst. Sorry, Amy. Glad you're okay. That must have been terrifying. Amy made it clear that she wasn't fully recovered yet, but she was on the mend. I'm taking it slow, she said. Doctor's orders. She also hinted at sharing more about her experience in the future, possibly on the show or in a longer video. If it helps somebody else not be scared, then yeah, I'll talk about it. In the end, the bleeding eyes incident became more than just a shocking headline. It was a reminder of the realities of medical procedures, the unpredictability of the human body, the emotional weight of being in the public eye, and most importantly, Amy's resilience. I'm still here, she said with a small laugh, still kicking. The truth behind Amy Slaton's latest surgery wasn't as sensational as the rumors made it seem, but it was real, frightening, and deeply personal. Sometimes, the scariest moments aren't the ones we see clearly, but the ones we don't fully understand. For Amy, this was one of those moments. And for her fans, it was a chance to step back, listen, and remember that behind every headline is a human being, healing, learning, and doing their best to move forward.